Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Roommates. We're beginning what should be the final episode this time.
Oh man.
And it looks like we're gonna get our week underway with some non-events. Yeah, kind of a slow start to the week, but hey, things will spice up, I'm sure. Yeah, okay. Give me a call tomorrow and we'll run down the set list, okay? You got it, man. I think tonight I'm gonna take Isabella out. Oh really? Somewhere fancy, I hope. Yeah, seems like a good plan. Memphis and I wave goodbye to each other. I know Isabella's home, though with finals coming up pretty soon. Let's do it anyway, come on. The game's coming to an end. When else are we gonna do this? I think about dropping my things off, but I think better of it. I knock on Isabella's door, smiling as she answers. Hey beautiful, wanna go grab a bite somewhere?
Hey Max. Yeah, let's blow this place.
Sounds like a plan. Oh. So we head out the door and down to the campus cafe.
Wow.
Yes. Fine dining tonight. The meal's pretty good, even if it's not quite as well done as when Isabella's on shift. Oh Max, I see what you did there. It's not as well done because of how hot it is when she's around, of course. Oh Max, thanks for dinner. I'll buy next time.
He didn't even pay?
He didn't even pay for it, no.
He was the one who suggested. Don't worry about it. About the only perk to working here is getting the food on the cheap.
Well, Trin,
but he does too.
We work here just as often as you do, I think. So how's work been? You've been looking a little frazzled lately.
Oh, it's been a little frustrating lately. I'm thinking about quitting, but I need the money. My scholarship only goes so far.
Huh. Well, that sucks. Your scholarship only covers so much. Though I am impressed with how much your scholarship covers as it is. What was that supposed to mean, Max? That's an awkward thing to say. How does he even know how much her scholarship covers? Do I have conversations about this?
I guess.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, this school's got a good transfer program, and one of the best teaching degrees on this side of the country.
No, this side of the country again. Like this side of the Mississippi?
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to figure out which side of the country they're on. I guess West Coast? Maybe?
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. The fact that it's not that far from home makes a difference too. I can go home and visit over the summer without breaking the bank.
Well, it's somewhere close to where her home is.
Where does she live?
Does she mean the south then? Somewhere south?
I don't know.
I don't even know. Well, take a guess. It must be from somewhere down south, like Mexico or.
Yeah, but I don't know. She might not
live
there.
I don't know. I'm assuming that's where she's from.
I don't know.
You're really looking forward to heading back home, aren't you? Ever get homesick?
Not really. I know everyone will be waiting there for me, and while I'm here I get to live it up, and I'm definitely having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Especially with you, hon.
Oh. Isabella offers me a hand. I smile, reaching out to take it. I'd love to see your hometown sometime. Well, maybe this summer we can hang out.
What?
We have an option here. If you didn't notice.
But, well, maybe this summer we can hang out sounds so lame.
Huh.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Maybe I'll save here. Hold on.
But I feel like I always misjudge the choices. And
I always misjudge the choices too. I mean...
I always think they mean something else.
You that these choices seem so innocuous.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I'd love to see your hometown sometime. Maybe this summer we can hang out. It essentially means the same thing, doesn't it? We're gonna hang out at some point.
Yeah.
So which one do you think?
Hometown.
Alright, we'll go with the first one. Heck, if I bring my guitar, I can be an international sensation.
Huh, you bet, babe. I'm sure you could get a few pesos thrown at you on the street.
Ah,
so
okay.
She is from...
So I was right.
Mexico? Didn't she say Mexico once?
I think so. That's probably what tipped me off.
She did.
There we go. Ouch. Break a guy's balls, why don't you?
Sorry, I'm sure you'd do fine. Though English isn't exactly the dominant language.
Well, hey, Max speaks a language that's, beyond words. He speaks the language of love.
Oh, of course.
And romancing. Well, you learned it pretty well.
I practiced my ass off to be able to speak it conversationally and without an accent.
Oh!
We have to go back! We have to go back!
Jeez! That got negative points just for that?
Why?
Well, someone's easily triggered. I mean, what the hell was that about?
Go back.
Damn. Okay, yeah, I'll go back. Actually, I could probably just scroll back. Because it wasn't that much.
That's bullshit.
See, it's always like this stuff. Like, I never know. Like, what would make you think that would give you negative points?
I don't know.
Like, some of these games, it's just, oh, I'd love to see your hometown. Oh, no, negative 5 points.
Because you decided to come and you don't speak Spanish. Like, what? Okay.
Let's be fair. She gave it just as good as we gave. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm sure you get a few pesos thrown your way. And she's like, oh, now you insulted me because of saying I could learn the language easily or whatever.
But
It's
how
like,
is that
no
an
big deal.
insult?
It's not really an insult, but you know,
Whatever.
whatever. Some of these things in games, it's like landmines. You just never know where they're gonna be. I'm hoping to get some gigs in some of the neighboring towns. I'd love to hit the road with you, babe. Maybe when you get back from going home, we could really light up the nightlife together.
Oh, you do know how to turn a girl on. That sounds like a blast, Max. Nothing like being a rock groupie to get a girl some action.
Wait, what?
Is that sarcastic?
It sounded sarcastic, but let's see. You just get negative points either way. Ha! When you try with my band, you get nothing but the best cheap beer the owner was gonna throw out anyway.
Oh, cheap liquor too? This gets better and better. Well, thanks for taking me out, baby. You done already?
I guess she liked
Because
it.
if not, I know a club downtown that's having a concert.
They any good?
What, you don't trust my taste?
Uh-oh, here we
I
go.
like your singing, don't
What
I?
the hell? She's such a bitch to us. That's like the second time she insulted us, but oh, we don't -5 her. Alright, let's go. The night is fresh and so are we. You're very fresh, Isabella. I see what you're doing there. It's probably about 2 a.m. before we go back to the house, but we had an incredible time out.
Maybe she's getting bored of him.
I don't know. Well, we didn't lose points, though, with that one.
That's true.
Alright, I don't know. See, this is what happens with these games. I never know when certain choices are gonna, like, blow your spot. That's why I always save. Make sure I make lots of saves. Tonight's the big night, so yeah, I think this is the finale. Everything I've worked for comes down to tonight. Alright, Max, we've got everything ready? Well, just about. We got the flyers all printed up, and the spare stuff all ordered. I hope we had the flyers ready before the night of. Had to get some spare amps and a few new mics. Long story short, bro, it's time to pay the piper. Oh, I see how it is. Why are we the ones that have to handle all financial responsibility? Come on. Yeah, alright. But otherwise we're all ready to go, right? Yeah, but I don't think Anne's paying us until after tonight, so you'd better have the money up front. Or we can call everything off. It pissed some people off, but I guess it's better than starving in a gutter somewhere. Must you always be so dramatic? We have enough money anyway.
Let's skip it.
Yeah, imagine if you actually skipped after all that. After all this playing the game that, and I will just skip the finale. But yeah, it's funny how they don't even tell you about the amount you're gonna need for the concert.
They don't tell you anything.
How did anyone ever figure that out? I guess they had to check, like, the game files to find out how much you needed? I don't even know. Like, how would you know it's 300?
I don't know.
I guess maybe trial and error?
Maybe.
Well, whatever. It's a pain in the balls anyway. A few hours later, I'm standing in a rented party hall, watching everything get set up.
It looks like a wedding.
It's
Again.
pretty much the same wedding hall as before that we went to. It looks like Anne went out of her way to get this whole thing set up the right way. You can even see a bartender setting up shop. Hopefully she won't mind a few extra guests when our fans show up.
Wait, you didn't tell her?
You would think they'd know what they're in store for. Finally, I spot the band coming in. There you jerks are. I thought you'd stood me up. You wish. Then you would have had the whole stage to yourself. As the band files in, I'm a little surprised to see Sally helping them carry instruments to the makeshift stage we set up. As she dumps off her load, she gives Memphis a kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
Damn.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if Anne needs any help now. Come see me when you get a chance after the show, huh, stud?
You got it, baby girl. I shake my head at the two
He
of them.
always did like her.
He's like, what cheesy pickup lines he has. You
I know.
Not aware of himself at all. After another hour or so, I hear Anne yelling across the hall.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to open the door. Close the curtain. You're on in 20 minutes, Max. I feel like she should have like a clipboard with her. She's screaming orders.
I give her a thumbs up and she smiles as the curtain closes. I can hear the crowd gathering and take a quick peek through the curtain. The band is almost ready. Our sound checks are long since finished. We're just making sure everything's locked down. Good crowd out there. Looks like we got a lot of attention. Yeah, I'll bet. That flyer was badass. I grin at Memphis and close the curtain.
I want to see the flyer.
You don't get to. A few minutes later, I hear Anne walking on stage.
Everyone, thank you very much for coming to attend my end of the year party. I know a lot of you are freshmen like me, and if nothing else, we first year should stick together.
Always stick together.
So let's not let this year be the last we see each other. I hope we can support each other and be friends all through college.
She's laying on a little thick, but I'm sure she's just excited. The crowd roars in appreciation of the sentiment, though. Good to hear they appreciated it.
And with that in mind, here's another band fronted by another first-year student just like us.
Another band.
Yeah, what?
Oh.
So I hope you're ready to rock like never before. may I present Back Alley Flash?
The curtains pull back almost instantly, and I strum a chord, taking a quick look at my band before grinning and hitting immediately into our first song. As I look over the crowd, I can tell the house is full. Everyone cheers as we really get going on our first number. This is going to be a great set. I'm sure it'll be a blast. At least when I look carefully, I can spot all 4 of our roommates here, ready to enjoy the show. Even Douchnik showed up. Back Alley Flash plays its heart out for the next 70 minutes. By the end, the crowd is cheering and loving it. I think the bar might be helping a bit, as it seems like a lot of them went off to get blasted while we were playing. Still, as long as they had fun, I don't really care how they got there. When the crowd inevitably calls for an encore, we give it to them, playing a fast dance number. Most of the crowd grabs a partner and starts dancing up a storm. Grab your partner, do-si-do. Oh, look at this. I didn't know this would be a couple.
Me neither.
I noticed Rakesh is grabbing Carmen for a dance. And I'm surprised to see Carmen grab Rakesh's ass. The grin on his face tells me it's alright with him. Okay. I can see all the other roommates dancing together, making a nice circle. I guess Dominic doesn't get anyone. The lonely nerd.
Oh, but I thought he liked Anne.
I thought so too. We never really see them get together though.
No.
But maybe we could assume they do. Whatever. Finally we finish our set and the curtains close on us. The band stands there, stretches after a long set and cheers. We did a damn fine job out there. Damn fine job indeed. Not bad, you stage hog. Ha! Not bad, your face, jerk face. Come on, that's so lame. Really? I give him a quick hug before high-fiving Jerry and Slim. Memphis won't let that stand though and drags us all in for a big group hug. Aww. Suddenly Slim's boyfriend breaks us up by wrapping his arm around her. We all left, she turns to slug him one in the stomach for sneaking up on her. Wow.
Alright there.
Some violent people in this group. Luckily she's not the only one with the backstage visitors. Isabella comes running backstage to plant a big kiss around my lips. I smile broadly, hugging Isabella close. Finally, we all head back out into the crowd to revel in our adoration of our new fans. This is the true definition of a rock god.
Wow.
I'm not sure we're there yet,
At like
Max.
a college party?
You might want to tone down on it a little bit. We make our way over to the other roommates who are still gathered. Alright, how was it, really? That was a damn good show, Max. I didn't know you actually had hard work in you. Oh, I'm gonna blush, douchebag. Thanks. Everyone laughs and congratulates me on a job well done. I don't think we've seen Dominic in a while.
No.
And with that, I think everyone deserves a drink on me. Wow, very generous. How many people are at this party again?
Seriously.
Everyone cheers as we all go forth to celebrate the end of the year, for a little longer.
We don't have that much money because we weren't
No,
paid
we still have 435. It's funny because it doesn't actually show the money getting subtracted.
Because she pays us at the end or whatever.
I guess? Sure, whatever. Anyway, we have task again. Alright, you kids. Alright, you kids, you've got finals next week, so I'm sure you've all got plenty of studying to do. I could try teaching you something that's going to be on the finals, but really, why should I start teaching now? Oh, task. Never change, man, never change. The professor throws a slide on the projector that just says study, before walking out of the room. Half the class opens their books and starts studying, the other half starts standing up to pick up their things. Come on, if there was just a slide just saying study and the guy left, would you leave? Come on.
Yeah.
I think everyone would. Why would you wait? I'm not sure which I should do. Well, we should play the event, because that doesn't tell us what we're doing at all.
No, it does not.
But either way, I have to play the event. Well, if I'm gonna study, I'll do it in my own place. I pick up my things and head out the door with a bunch of the other students with the same idea. I make my way over to the cafe. I figure I'll get a bite while I study.
Wow, Max. I guess the gang's all here.
How convenient. I look towards Sally's voice and see that all my roommates really are here. They've all gathered around a table in the corner. Looks like even Isabella took a break from work to sit down. We all just kept coming in one by one. I suppose our great minds have thought alike.
Wow, Rakesh.
Isabella waves at me, smiling and patting an empty seat. Is everyone else's professor as crazy as Professor Task? No. He's the only asshole with tenure around here. I think the schedule's all just worked out.
He's the only guy with tenure?
The only one. Because he's such a great example of a professor, too.
Jeez. Wow, we almost never get to do this. This is so nice.
Yeah. We should get together more often. Well, I think that's a little late now, Max.
Seriously.
Most people are pretty alright. And look, we have them all on screen at once. I think it's the most I ever had people on a screen in this game. Isabella reaches around to punch me in the arm as she laughs.
It's been a long year, hasn't it?
Oh, a really long year for some of us. It really has been.
Lots of fun, though.
Yeah, I think this has been the most fun I've ever had this year. I'm just happy you managed to learn something. Like, one singular thing. I don't know what exactly, but... Oh, shut up. Honestly, you guys, thanks for everything this year. How about this? I know I got here late, but everyone gets a drink on me. Huh? Well,
Wow.
Okay, you kept on paying for drinks like that and you're gonna be bankrupt, Max.
I know.
Everyone around the table cheers as I stand up and go over to the counter to make a drink order. Though I guess it can't be too expensive at the school because they're obviously not serving anything that's alcoholic. As I wait for the other clerk to get my order ready, I look back at the table with all my roommates. My friends. Sitting around it. This has been a good year, and frankly, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Aw.
I wonder what happens if you have like zero relations with certain characters, if they're still not friends with you or something like that.
I don't know.
The next 2 weeks fairly flew by. Between my finals and everyone else's, I barely got any time to spend with my friends. After we just said we're gonna do this more often.
I know.
I put a lot of work into this last final, but it's not really my last one. Sometimes the idea of 3 more years of this seems incredibly daunting. Which is precisely why I didn't want to get caught up in this college bull in the first place. I probably wouldn't even be on campus today if I hadn't needed to sell some books back. As long as I was here though, I went ahead and printed off my grades for the year. Despite all the craziness this quarter, I've even managed to keep my grades up. It just goes to show exactly how amazing I am. I kept my grades up without even trying. As I walk back towards Latin House to pack some things for a trip back home, a couple of people wave at me. I think they probably caught my show a few weeks back. I give them a wink and a smile. The two seem glad I waved back. They throw up the horns at me, giving me a loud cheer. Guess we did alright. I give a quick bow before going on my way. I'm glad people like the show. We've gotten a lot of good buzz off of it. Finally standing back on the porch of Latin House, I think over all the things I've done this year. Smiling to myself, I open the door and head inside. Back up to our room. As I get to my room and drop off my things, I look at my cell phone texts again. Oh, I think this is in a certain someone's voice.
Hey, stud. I've got the Little Theater for a one-woman play. It helps to know the stage manager. It's a period piece. Come take a look.
Wait, what? What exactly does this mean? I don't know what leprechaun I looked to get this kind of awesome look. What? But as soon as my stuff's away, I'm back out the door. The Little Theater is a smaller drama department building. The Little Theater. It's a smaller stage, but makes for very intimate shows.
Ooh.
Wait, is this a common place for people to go to do their thing?
I don't know.
Weird. Sometimes I wonder if I should be worried that Isabella seems to know half the people at the school. But at the end of the day, I know it's me that she's coming back to. Alright. More importantly, I know that I trust her. When I first got to this house, I knew Isabella was smoking hot. Mind-bendingly, jaw-droppingly hot. What I didn't know was that she's a smart, motivated, dedicated, incredible woman. Believe me though, I've had one hell of a time finding out. Well, okay, Max. And of course, we can't forget that she's also deliciously kinky. Don't forget that part, Emily.
I won't.
Which is why I'm trying not to sprint my way down to the theater. This is very important stuff. It's also why I almost have an embolism when the door to said theater is locked. Okay. Are we gonna have another scene like last time at the beach?
Oh.
I guess we'll say I bang on the door like a madman,
Slits.
only breathing a sigh of relief when the door pops open from within. That took me by such a surprise.
Me too. I was like, he
just
had to
reading-
have read that
Whoa,
wrong.
wait, hold on a second. I thought I read that wrong too. Wait, what?
What?
Is this guy? Hold on a second, we've been tricked. Oh, thank God, man. I've been waiting by this door for an hour. She wouldn't even let me peek into the theater. I've never seen someone so uppity about reading some Shakespeare to her boyfriend. Here's the key. Lock up when you're done, dude. Tell her she owes me for this one. I want to meet her friend by the end of the week. Whoa, what's going on here?
What?
Got some favors in exchange for favors.
Jeez.
I nod and wave as I can only see when the stage manager walks off shaking his head. It's a guy we've seen a few times before.
Yeah.
I think he was the guy that got a bad grade and then complained to, his uncle or whoever was the dean or something.
Yeah.
Or donor. As I walk in...
This is a classroom.
This is task room.
Yes.
I turn around and lock the door behind me. Then with bated breath, I walk into the theater. It looks like the period is ancient Rome or something.
It does not.
This is just what ancient Rome looked like. Come on.
Oh, of course.
I see a lot of pillars. They're holding up some kind of balcony. Yes. Still, they're long and thin and look pretty sturdy.
Like stripper poles?
Suddenly I hear someone clearing their throat off stage.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful woman. And though her life was good, she knew she was missing something.
Yeah, it's just like the ending of Final Fantasy IX when they have the play at the end of the game and they all end up happy, except maybe this will be a little different. I guess we'll see.
When that woman finally met a man, come on, Max is such a
I feel like
child.
you need to do this in like that classic like movie voice, like, in a world where
I can't.
I know. I couldn't do it either, but oh well.
When that woman finally met a man who was smart, driven, and also had a bod to kill for, she knew what she had been missing. And so she did what anyone would do at the time. She danced.
She danced all night.
Whoa! Oh my
my.
god.
Whoa, look at Max's face.
Oh my god, his face!
Holy crap. Well, I honestly can't believe my eyes when Isabella comes out prancing onto the stage. No wonder she wouldn't let that guy in, wearing nothing but a long, thin scarf.
Why? Why is any of this happening?
I don't know. I don't even know anymore. She smiles, winks at me, and blows me a quick kiss as she continues to dance on stage. She's just an incredibly kinky girl into weird things with Shakespeare, I guess. This is one interpretation of Caesar that I've never seen. What's that? Is it just Caesar? Julius Caesar?
I never read that one.
I don't know, whatever. But the scarf is just sheer enough that I can't get a clear look at her. Just occasional glimpses and flashes of paradise. Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Paradise.
Didn't have to go with slits this time. I guess that's a good thing. Soon she's grabbing onto the column, dancing around them, leaping onto them. Her dancing classes have really been paying off, if you know what I mean. I can't help but clap as I watch her performance with exacting attention.
Oh my god.
At last, she takes one final leap, the scarf trailing behind her, revealing everything to me. When she lands, she wraps the scarf around her once more.
And though the dance made her happy, it couldn't make her nearly as happy as the man who had inspired it.
Alrighty then.
Now, hot stuff, this is the part where we make this a two-person show. Care to play the lover of this beautiful woman?
Well, geez, it's a little on the nose. Well, I am a stage diva. I joke, but I leap out of my seat and onto the stage, wrapping my arms around Isabella.
And then they kissed and lived happily ever after.
Oh, as you say. No, there we go. The kiss is long and passionate. I hold this incredible woman close to me as we explore each other on stage. As I lower her body to the floor, I marvel at the situation. The stage and her beauty. The stage? Why do you care about the stage at a time like this?
He
Come on,
loves
Max.
the stage.
It's like my two favorite things at once. The stage is your favorite thing? What's so big about... So what's so significant about the stage? It's getting off track. Isabel, I really love you, but I also love the stage. I don't know where this gorgeous and talented stage is going to take me. I mean, lady. This talented lady is going to take me, but I know it's going to be for a wild ride. And frankly, that's the only kind of ride I like. Fade to black.
On a stage.
There we go. So yeah, that's the last thing I remember doing my first year of college.
Oh.
That makes sense. Oh, yep, here we go. The finale's here already. That's it. It's been years since I thought about my college days. As I look back at the time I spent in Latin House, it was definitely the start of a new chapter for me. The world seemed full of new possibilities, new experiences, and I think I really wanted to seize all of them. I really tried to push myself academically. I figured as long as I was there, I might as well try. My parents were pretty surprised to see the kinds of grades I was pumping out. It's pretty gratifying, seeing the looks on their faces when I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Music. Whatever did happen to the others? It's hard to remember everybody these days. Let's see, there's so many of them. Anne finished her degree in library science, and then just stayed at the university, looking for a job at the library. Last I heard from her, she was up to her 4th degree. Wow. Sometimes I feel like she broke out of one cage and got trapped in another one. But hey, she seems happy, and I know she meets way more people these days. Dominic finally managed to get his physics degree about the same time I was graduating. Of course, with the job market the way it was at the time, he didn't have any great prospects right off the bat. He spent the next few years continuing to provide RA functions for the university, thanks to his record, which was impeccable. Eventually, he got a job with one of those space exploration startups. Wow, that's pretty cool. The other week, I got some space bolts from one of their test flights. Pretty cool stuff.
Spare bolts.
Space. No, it's space bolts. Space bolts, I tell you. Fine, spare bolts that were space bolts. From space, damn it. Let me show you my spaceship and my space balls. We know it's from space already, damn it, shut up. Sally managed to get arrested 3 times during the course of space college, but it was usually just at some protest or something, so she tended to get off with just slaps on the wrist. Eventually, her willingness to be stupid in the name of a cause got her noticed by a World Animal Foundation. Well, that sounds great, I guess. She eventually managed to get her degree. Now she does publicity for the foundation. Surprisingly, she and Memphis actually stayed together through the whole of it. Wow, they really did their best together. I don't think it ended until a couple of years after college. Oh, I left out Isabella, haven't I?
And Rakesh.
No one cares about Rakesh, don't bring him up.
Didn't they forget him last time we played too?
I think it's because you have to have a certain amount of points with him as like
That's
friends
so sad,
or relationship.
though.
I know, probably if he had like a little bit more, we would have gotten it, but hey. Rakesh just disappears somewhere, never hear from him again. Isabella worked her ass off getting her teaching degree. She was definitely in college much longer than any of us. Well, technically not Dominic, but I don't care about Dominic, so I didn't count him. But he was already ahead of us when we got there. We managed to stay together through my college years. We had a great time together, and I got laid like you hear about in the movies.
Wow, Max.
Okay, Max. So great. By the time I got out of college, she was still working on her degree, of course. Still, she tried to come with my band whenever she could. It's incredible having her out on the road with us, being in a new city, surrounded by strangers. It was like a whole different level in the excuse to go wild department. Why was there a question mark there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Was she surrounded by strangers or not? We'll never know. Eventually, though, our two worlds just couldn't mesh anymore. Oh no! I wanted her to come with us on the road, but she really did need to buckle down and study. Our breakup was amicable. Hell, we even had a few rendezvous when she was in between lovers. Oh, of course we did. What the hell?
What, weird.
Such an odd relationship between the two. Even in the conclusion, it's bizarre.
I know.
She still writes from Mexico from time to time. Actually, her last letter said she was coming up soon and, wanted to get together, of course. As for me, well, Back Alley Flash definitely got a kickstart that first year of college. We kept working on our act while I was at college, but after college...
How many times are you going to say college?
The band did really well once I was out of college, and could concentrate full time out of college. Our following from the school, which was college, was pretty huge. We soon graduated from college, Gaz's Bar, to playing honest-to-God stadiums, and we were filling them with college kids. Luckily, the industry being what it is, we didn't rise to instant stardom. I think we could have imploded. I know I missed some chances with my education, but it paid off in the band. I'm not sure if you heard our last album. The guys producing it really worked some magic. If the pre-orders are any indication, this one should probably hit at number 10 on the charts, which ain't half bad. But yeah, everything else about me, you probably already know. At any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I've been talking about myself for ages. How about you? How's your college experience? I feel like it's like Forrest Gump at the end. He's just like sitting on a park bench. And that's all I have to say about that. Was his like,
yeah,
that's his trademark line? Yeah. Roommates. There we go. So that's it. That's Isabella's route.
But you don't even end up with her.
That's kind of weird, yeah. Like you don't even end up with her at the end of the route. I mean, I think Isabella's the one I wanted to do the most. I mean, she's the route I wanted to go through the most. But having done it, I don't know. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be.
It wasn't. And it took way too long for it to like get together.
So long for them to develop?
Yeah.
That's true. So, I don't know. I did kind of prefer the Sally route to this if I had to pick one
Yeah,
over the other. I know, it felt like a more
cheese
natural relationship, I guess. Isabella was so bizarre. Like, with all the things going on between her and Chad and, like, oh yeah, but, you know, I'm saving you for later when I want to settle down with someone. And then in the end, she doesn't even want to settle down with you. She just, like, ends up breaking up with you and then getting on some other guys.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, that's the best ending you can get with Isabella. There is no better option. That's just the way it ends. So
What if your band fails?
then I guess your band just fails and she's still not with you. I mean, I guess in this ending you could say that Max is just like a big rock star and is probably partying with a whole bunch of different girls every night. Knowing him, I could assume. But yeah, I guess that's the end. I have to hit A to continue there. So that's the end of Roommates Isabella route. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I'm not sure if we'll do any more at this point. I'm pretty satisfied with what I've seen so far from Roommates. If we do ever decide to continue this, maybe we'd try things from Ant's perspective, but
Yeah, that's nice.
I think that's about it for now. There's so many other games to get to. And for example, Danganronpa, so we're getting on next. Since we already started it, we have to continue it and
Yes.
see how this mystery plays itself out. High five. Good job. Well done. That's all you have watched. I hope you enjoyed this once again. And I'd just like to thank you for your viewership and any of you who left comments and that kind of thing. Thanks for your support. Anyway, guys, hope to see you in the next playthrough. Until then, take care.
Bye.